Have you ever wondered why joint pain and stiffness seem to flare up no matter what you do? And whether something as simple as food could help calm that inflammation naturally? What if certain nuts could support your joints in a way that resembles how ibuprofen works, but without relying on daily medication? Welcome to Arthritis Health. In today's video, we're exploring the science behind nuts that help fight inflammation, ease joint pain, and support arthritis relief. Research shows that chronic joint pain is strongly linked to inflammation, and foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenol, vitamin E, magnesium, and antioxidants can help lower inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein. Large population and dietary studies, especially those examining Mediterranean-style diets, consistently associate nut consumption with reduced inflammation and improved joint health. While nuts are not drugs, their bioactive compounds work on similar inflammatory pathways targeted by NSAIDs like ibuprofen. Let's get started. Number 1. Macadamia. Macadamia nuts are often overlooked in conversations about joint pain and arthritis, yet they are one of the most joint-friendly nuts you can eat, especially for people trying to reduce chronic inflammation naturally. In the United States, many adults live with persistent joint stiffness, aching knees, sore hips, or painful hands, and it's common to depend on ibuprofen or similar medications just to get through the day. While these drugs can temporarily block pain, they don't correct the underlying dietary and metabolic patterns that drive inflammation. Macadamia nuts take a different approach. They support the body by helping reduce inflammatory stress at its source, making them an excellent long-term food choice for arthritis relief and joint protection rather than short-term symptom suppression. What makes macadamia nuts particularly unique is their fat profile. They are one of the richest natural sources of monounsaturated fats, even higher than many other nuts. Monounsaturated fats are strongly associated with lower levels of inflammation and are a cornerstone of anti-inflammatory dietary patterns, such as the Mediterranean diet. Some processed foods in the typical American people's diet that are high in omega-6 fatty acids and promote inflammation. Macadamia nuts are naturally low in omega-6 and high in omega-9 fats. This balance is important because excessive omega-6 intake can fuel the production of inflammatory compounds that worsen joint pain. By replacing inflammatory fats with the healthier fats found in macadamia nuts, the body shifts toward a calmer inflammatory response, which can translate into less joint swelling, reduced stiffness, and improved comfort over time. Macadamia nuts also contain antioxidants and plant compounds that help protect joints from oxidative damage. Oxidative stress contributes to the breakdown of cartilage and connective tissue, especially in osteoarthritis. And antioxidants help slow this process by neutralizing free radicals before they can damage cells. In addition, macadamia nuts provide magnesium, a mineral that plays a key role in muscle relaxation and nerve function. Tight muscles around joints can increase pain and limit mobility, and adequate magnesium intake supports smoother movement and reduced tension. For people with arthritis, this combination of healthy fats, antioxidants, and minerals creates a supportive nutritional environment that helps joints function more comfortably during daily activities. From a practical perspective, macadamia nuts are easy to include into an American lifestyle, even though they are often thought of as a luxury nut. A small amount goes a long way because they are very nutrient-dense and satisfying. In the morning, a handful of chopped macadamia nuts can be added to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies to provide long-lasting energy and anti-inflammatory support as the day begins. This can be especially helpful for people who experience stiffness after waking, as the healthy fats help moderate inflammation as joints start moving. In the evening, macadamia nuts make a great snack on their own or added to a salad or vegetable dish, helping reduce late-night cravings while supporting metabolic stability and inflammation control. Because they are calorie-dense, portion control is important, and most research supports about 1 ounce per day as an effective and sustainable serving size. When compared to ibuprofen, macadamia nuts offer a very different kind of benefit. Ibuprofen works by blocking enzymes that produce inflammatory compounds, providing quick relief but potentially irritating the stomach and stressing the kidneys when used frequently. Macadamia nuts do not provide instant pain relief, but they help reduce the overall inflammatory load on the body by improving fat balance, supporting antioxidant defenses, and stabilizing metabolic health. This makes them especially valuable for people looking to manage arthritis symptoms over the long term rather than relying solely on medication for short-term relief. Over time, consistently choosing foods like macadamia and nuts can help reduce the frequency and intensity of joint flare-ups. It's also important to acknowledge the human side of chronic joint pain. Living with arthritis can affect confidence, independence, and enjoyment of everyday life. Simple movements can feel exhausting when joints are inflamed, and it's easy to feel frustrated when relief feels temporary. Macadamia nuts are not a cure, and they should not replace medical care or prescribed treatments, but they represent a small, empowering dietary choice that supports the body rather than working against it. When combined with regular movement, adequate sleep, stress management, and other anti-inflammatory foods, macadamia nuts can contribute to noticeable improvements in joint comfort and overall well-being. Subscribe to the channel for more natural tips to fight joint pain, ease arthritis, and keep your body moving comfortably. Number 2, flax seeds. Flax seeds may be tiny, but when it comes to joint pain and arthritis relief, they are one of the most extensively researched and biologically powerful plant foods available, especially for people living with chronic inflammation. While medications like ibuprofen can temporarily reduce pain by blocking inflammatory enzymes, they do not address the underlying causes of chronic inflammation and may come with long-term risks when used frequently. This is where flax seeds stand out. Flax seeds work at a deeper nutritional level by helping the body naturally regulate inflammation over time, which is why they are often discussed in scientific literature alongside anti-inflammatory diets and arthritis management strategies. One of the primary reasons flax seeds are so effective is their exceptionally high content of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Omega-3s are well known for their ability to counteract inflammation, and research consistently shows that higher omega-3 intake is associated with lower levels of inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein, which is commonly elevated in people with arthritis. In the typical American diet, omega-6 fatty acids dominate due to heavy consumption of processed foods and vegetable oils, and this imbalance promotes inflammation. Flax seeds help restore balance by shifting the body toward producing fewer inflammatory compounds, which can translate into reduced joint pain, swelling, and stiffness over time. Beyond omega-3s, flax seeds contain extraordinarily high levels of lignans, a type of polyphenol with strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. In fact, flax seeds contain hundreds of times more lignans than most other plant foods commonly consumed in the U.S. These lignans help neutralize free radicals that damage joint cartilage and connective tissue, slowing the degenerative processes that contribute to osteoarthritis and worsening joint mobility. Oxidative stress plays a major role in progression of joint disease, and by reducing the stress, flax seeds help protect joints at a cellular level. Another often overlooked but critical benefit of flax seeds is their soluble fiber content, which supports gut health. Modern research increasingly shows that chronic inflammation often begins in the gut, where an unhealthy microbiome can trigger systemic inflammatory responses that affect joints throughout the body. By feeding beneficial gut bacteria, flax seeds help strengthen the gut barrier and reduce inflammatory signaling, creating a ripple effect that supports joint health far beyond the digestive system. This gut-joint connection is especially relevant for arthritis sufferers who experience widespread pain rather than discomfort isolated to a single joint. For U.S. people, flax seeds are particularly appealing because they are affordable, widely available in grocery stores, easy to store, and simple to include into familiar meals. Far from exotic supplements or restrictive diets, flax seeds can fit seamlessly into everyday American eating habits. However, how they are consumed makes a significant difference. Research and clinical guidance consistently emphasize that flax seeds should be consumed ground rather than whole, as whole flax seeds often pass to the digestive system undigested. Limiting nutrient absorption without a practical and effective morning habit is adding 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flax seeds to a common breakfast food, such as oatmeal, yogurt, cereal, or smoothie. This morning routine is especially beneficial for people who experience pronounced stiffness upon waking, a hallmark symptom of many forms of arthritis. By providing omega-3s early in the day, flax seeds help modulate inflammatory responses as the body transitions from rest activity, supporting smoother movement and reduced discomfort throughout the day. Many individuals report that after several weeks of consistent morning flaxseed intake, their joints feel less rigid and more responsive, particularly during the first hours after waking. An evening flaxseed habit can further enhance their benefits by supporting the body's natural repair processes during sleep. At night, the body shifts toward tissue regeneration and inflammation control, making it an ideal time to provide nutrients that support these processes. Consuming a smaller amount, such as 1 teaspoon of ground flax seeds, mixed into warm almond milk, herbal tea, or plain yogurt, can help calm inflammation accumulated during the day and support overnight joint recovery. Some people find that this evening routine also promotes better sleep quality, likely because lower inflammation is associated with reduced discomfort and improved nervous system balance. Over time, this morning and evening approach creates a steady, supportive anti-inflammatory environment in the body, which is far more effective than sporadic or excessive intake. Most research supports a daily intake of 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds as both safe and effective for long-term use, and exceeding this amount is generally unnecessary and may cause digestive discomfort in some individuals. What makes flax seeds especially compelling when compared to ibuprofen is not that they act as a fast-acting painkiller, but that they help prevent excessive inflammation from building up in the first place. Ibuprofen works by inhibiting enzymes after inflammation has already begun, providing short-term relief but doing little to change the body's inflammatory tendencies. Flax seeds, on the other hand, influence inflammatory pathways upstream by altering fatty acid balance, reducing oxidative stress, and supporting gut health. This makes them particularly valuable for people seeking sustainable, long-term arthritis management rather than temporary symptom suppression. For many Americans concerned about the side effects of frequent NSAID use, including stomach irritation, kidney strain, and cardiovascular risks, flax seeds offer a gentle yet powerful dietary tool that supports not only joint health, but also heart health, metabolic health, and overall well-being. It is important to approach flax seeds with realistic expectations and a human perspective. Joint pain and arthritis are complex conditions influenced by genetics, lifestyle, body weight, physical activity, stress, and overall diet. However, they represent a small, manageable habit that can empower individuals to take an active role in supporting their joint health. Chronic pain can be emotionally draining, affecting mood, independence, and quality of life, and it is easy to feel discouraged when relief seems out of reach. Adding flax seeds into daily routines may seem insignificant at first, but consistency is where their power lies. Over time, these small nutritional choices can shift the body toward a less inflammatory state, making movement easier and pain more manageable. As impressive as flax seeds are, they are only one piece of the puzzle. Nature offers several other nuts and seeds with equally compelling research behind their anti-inflammatory and joint-supporting properties. And if you think a tiny seed can have this much impact, the next nut on our list has been studied for its role in reducing joint pain, improving mobility, and supporting overall arthritis health on an even broader scale. So let's move on to the next one that share this video with friends or family who struggle with joint pain. Let's help everyone move easier and feel better. Number 3, hazelnuts. Hazelnuts may not get as much attention as some other nuts when it comes to joint pain and arthritis, but science shows they deserve a serious place in any anti-inflammatory diet. For many people across the United States, joint discomfort has become a daily reality. Stiff hands in the morning, aching knees after standing too long, or hips that seem to complain with every step. It's common to reach for ibuprofen or other NSAIDs for quick relief. Yet these medications only suppress inflammation temporarily and do little to improve the body's long-term inflammatory balance. Hazelnuts work in a quieter, more sustainable way. Instead of blocking pain signals, they help reduce the biological processes that drive inflammation in the first place, making them a valuable food for people seeking long-term arthritis support rather than short-term symptom relief. One of the main reasons hazelnuts are beneficial for joint health is their high content of monounsaturated fats. These healthy fats are known to support cardiovascular health, but they also play an important role in inflammation control. Diets rich in monounsaturated fats, such as Mediterranean-style diets, are consistently associated with lower levels of inflammatory markers in the body. Hazelnuts help shift fat intake away from inflammatory omega-6 heavy processed oils toward a more balanced fatty acid profile, which can ease chronic low-grade inflammation that aggravates joint pain. In addition to healthy fats, hazelnuts are an excellent source of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects joint tissues from oxidative stress. Oxidative damage contributes to cartilage breakdown and joint stiffness over time, particularly in osteoarthritis, and vitamin E helps slow this process by neutralizing free radicals before they can damage cells. Hazelnuts also contain a wide range of polyphenol and plant compounds that further enhance their anti-inflammatory effects. These compounds help regulate immune responses and reduce the overproduction of inflammatory cytokines that are often elevated in arthritis. Chronic inflammation is not just a joint problem. It is a whole body issue influenced by diet, stress, and metabolic health. Hazelnuts support metabolic stability by helping regulate blood sugar and insulin levels, which is important because blood sugar spikes can trigger inflammatory responses that worsen joint pain. This is especially relevant for many Americans who struggle with insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome, both of which are closely linked to increased inflammation and higher arthritis risk. By supporting more stable energy levels and reducing inflammatory stress, hazelnuts contribute to a more joint-friendly internal environment. From a practical standpoint, hazelnuts are easy to adding into everyday American meals and snacks. They are widely available, have a naturally satisfying flavor, and can be eaten raw, dry roasted, or added to familiar foods without feeling restrictive. A simple morning habit might include adding a small handful of chopped hazelnuts to oatmeal, yogurt, or whole grain cereal, providing steady energy and anti-inflammatory support to start the day. Consuming hazelnuts in the morning can be especially helpful for people who experience stiffness after waking, as their healthy fats and antioxidants help moderate inflammatory activity as the body transitions into movement. In the evening, hazelnuts can be used as a light snack paired with fruit or added to salad, supporting satiety without blood sugar spikes and helping calm inflammation accumulated throughout the day. Because hazelnuts are nutrient-dense, portion control matters, and most research supports a daily serving of about 1 ounce as both effective and sustainable. Ibuprofen works by inhibiting enzymes that produce inflammatory compounds, offering fast relief but potentially stressing the digestive system and kidneys with frequent use. Hazelnuts, by contrast, work through nutritional pathways, reducing oxidative stress, improving fat balance, and supporting metabolic health, which helps prevent excessive inflammation from developing in the first place. This means their benefits may be gradual, but they are also cumulative and supportive of overall health. For people managing arthritis over years rather than days, this long-term approach is often more meaningful and sustainable. It's also important to recognize the human experience behind joint pain. Living with arthritis can feel limiting and frustrating, especially when pain interferes with daily routines or simple pleasures like walking, cooking, or exercising. Small dietary changes, such as adding hazelnuts to your routine, may seem insignificant at first, but over time they can contribute to noticeable improvements in comfort and mobility. Hazelnuts are not a cure, and they should not replace medical care, physical therapy, or prescribed treatments, but they can become a supportive part of a broader anti-inflammatory lifestyle. When combined with regular movement, adequate sleep, stress management, and other joint-friendly foods, hazelnuts help create an environment where joints are less inflamed and better protected. Which nut or seed are you adding to your routine first? Tell us below. Your joints will thank you. Number 4. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts, Bertholletia excelsa, native to the Amazon rainforest, are celebrated for being one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a trace mineral critical for antioxidant defense, thyroid function, and immune regulation. Selenium is a key component of glutathione peroxidase, GPX, and other selenoproteins, which help neutralize oxidative stress and moderate inflammatory pathways in the body. Chronic inflammation and oxidative stress are central contributors to joint pain and diseases like osteoarthritis, degenerative wear and tear cartilage, and rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune inflammation of the joint lining. While Brazil nuts do not act like ibuprofen, which acutely blocks the cyclooxygenase, COX, enzymes to reduce pain and swelling, they may support long-term anti-inflammatory pathways and overall joint health through nutrition and antioxidant mechanisms. Clinical studies demonstrate that even 1 Brazil nut per day can significantly increase blood selenium levels and enhance GPX activity. Elevated antioxidant activity helps counteract reactive oxygen species, ROS, which otherwise damage cartilage. Stimulate pro-inflammatory cytokines like TNF-alpha and IL-6 and contribute to joint degeneration. For example, a trial involving daily consumption of Brazil nuts showed improvements in oxidative stress markers and, in some cases, reductions in systemic inflammation. However, it is important to note that changes in direct arthritis symptoms, such as pain intensity or joint stiffness, are not consistently documented, making Brazil nuts a supportive food rather than a substitute for conventional anti-inflammatory medications. Beyond selenium, Brazil nuts provide healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, magnesium, and copper, all of which play roles in immune regulation and chronic inflammation control. Integrating Brazil nuts into an anti-inflammatory dietary pattern, along with omega-3 rich fish, fruits, vegetables, and spices like turmeric, can provide broader systemic benefits that reduce chronic low-grade inflammation, protect joint tissues, and support metabolic health. They are also rich in protein and healthy fats, which promote satiety and help maintain a healthy weight, reducing mechanical stress on joints and osteoarthritis. In the morning, including Brazil nuts into your routine can optimize antioxidant levels for the day. A practical habit is to consume 1 to 2 Brazil nuts with breakfast. For example, chop the nuts into oatmeal or a smoothie with berries, spinach, chia seeds, and a scoop of protein powder. Pair them with a cup of green tea or turmeric latte to further enhance antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. This morning habit ensures that your body receives a steady dose of selenium early, supporting GPX activity and helping mitigate oxidative stress from daily activities, exercise, or metabolic processes. It also promotes satiety, preventing mid-morning sugar cravings that can exacerbate systemic inflammation. In the evening, a small serving of Brazil nuts can complement your body's natural repair processes during sleep when tissue repair and immune regulation are active. For example, sprinkle chopped Brazil nuts over Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with a few antioxidant-rich berries. Alternatively, enjoy 1 to 2 Brazil nuts with a cup of herbal tea, such as chamomile or rooibos, to encourage relaxation and digestion. Consuming Brazil nuts in the evening helps maintain selenium levels overnight, supporting ongoing antioxidant activity and reducing oxidative stress accumulation. This can be particularly beneficial for people with chronic joint inflammation or those recovering from minor joint injuries. To maximize the benefits of Brazil nuts for joint health and inflammation, combine with anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, leafy greens, berries, turmeric, and ginger. Maintaining a healthy weight Brazil nuts can help with satiety and prevent overconsumption of pro-inflammatory snacks. Stay hydrated and active gentle joint mobility exercises, stretching, or yoga support cartilage health alongside dietary strategies. Monitor selenium intake to avoid additional high-dose supplements unless advised by a healthcare professional. Daily includes both morning and evening, supports cumulative antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Brazil nuts provide a natural, nutrient-rich method to support joint health, primarily through selenium-driven antioxidant activity and indirect modulation of inflammation. While they do not deliver the immediate pain relief of ibuprofen or other NSAIDs, incorporating 1 to 3 nuts into morning and evening routines can help maintain antioxidant defenses, reduce oxidative stress, and support long-term joint function. For individuals with arthritis or chronic joint discomfort, Brazil nuts should be viewed as a complementary dietary strategy within a broader anti-inflammatory lifestyle, not a replacement for medical therapy. Integrating them thoughtfully into daily habits, morning with breakfast and evening with a light snack, optimizes their potential benefits while minimizing risks, offering a simple, sustainable way to contribute to joint health and overall well-being. Hit the like button if you want stronger, healthier joints and more natural arthritis tips. Number 5, chia seeds. Chia seeds are tiny but incredibly powerful when it comes to reducing joint pain and supporting arthritis relief, making them a true superfood for anyone looking to naturally calm inflammation. Chia seeds work differently. They help the body modulate inflammation at a systemic level, supporting joint comfort, cartilage protection, and overall mobility over time. What makes chia seeds so remarkable is their exceptionally high content of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ELA. Omega-3s are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties, helping to reduce the production of inflammatory molecules like prostaglandins and cytokines, which are responsible for pain and swelling and arthritis. Studies show that including ALA-rich foods into the diet can lead to measurable reductions in joint stiffness, tenderness, and inflammatory markers, making chia seeds a natural complement, or even a preventive strategy, alongside traditional medications. Chia seeds also contain a rich array of antioxidants, including flavonoids and polyphenol, which combat oxidative stress in joint tissues. Oxidative stress contributes to cartilage degeneration and chronic inflammation, particularly in conditions like osteoarthritis. By neutralizing free radicals, chia seeds help protect joint cartilage from cellular damage and slow the progression of joint deterioration over time. Additionally, they are a significant source of magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, all of which support bone strength and muscle function. Magnesium, in particular, aids in relaxing the muscles surrounding inflamed joints, which can reduce discomfort and improve mobility. Another unique feature of chia seeds is their soluble fiber content, which absorbs water to form a gel-like substance. This not only aids digestion and stabilizes blood sugar levels, but also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, improving gut health. Modern research increasingly shows that gut health is deeply connected to systemic inflammation, and a healthier gut can result in less joint pain and fewer inflammatory flare-ups. Adding chia seeds into daily routines is simple and highly adaptable to American lifestyles. For a morning habit, 1 to 2 tablespoons of soaked chia seeds can be added to oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or even blended into a breakfast shake. Soaking the seeds before consuming them improves digestibility and nutrient absorption, while also providing hydration that supports joint lubrication. This morning intake can help reduce stiffness, increase mobility, and set an anti-inflammatory tone for the day ahead. In the evening, chia seeds can be included as part of a light snack or dessert, such as chia pudding made with almond milk or mixed into yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon and berries. Eating them at night helps support overnight tissue repair and reduces inflammation accumulated during the day. Some people report improved sleep quality and less nighttime joint discomfort after incorporating chia seeds into their evening routine, likely due to their combined effects on inflammation, blood sugar stability, and hydration. It's important to note that chia seeds do not act like ibuprofen in the sense of providing immediate pain relief. Instead, their benefits are cumulative and preventative, working upstream to modulate inflammation, support joint tissue health, and protect cartilage from oxidative damage. Over time, consistent consumption can lead to noticeable improvements in joint comfort, reduced stiffness, and greater ease of movement. This makes chia seeds particularly valuable for people seeking sustainable, long-term strategies to manage arthritis, rather than relying solely on medication for short-term relief. They are gentle, safe, and offer a range of systemic benefits, from heart health to improved gut function, that further enhance overall wellness. From a human perspective, managing chronic joint pain can be exhausting and emotionally taxing. Everyday activities like walking, cooking, or reaching for objects can become uncomfortable, affecting independence and quality of life. Including chia seeds into your routine may seem like a small change, but it is an empowering step that actively supports your body. Combined with other anti-inflammatory foods, regular movement, and stress management, chia seeds can help create an internal environment where joints are less inflamed, movement feels easier, and daily life is more enjoyable. And that wraps up our list of the top nuts and seeds that can naturally help reduce inflammation, support joint health, and give your body the tools it needs to feel better day by day. From flax seeds to chia, hazelnuts, and Brazil nuts, each of these foods brings unique nutrients, healthy fats, antioxidants, and minerals that work together to calm inflammation in a way that complements your medical care and daily habits. Remember, these are not instant painkillers like ibuprofen, but with consistent use, morning and evening routines, and a balanced diet, they can make a real difference in your joint comfort over time. If you've tried adding any of these nuts or seeds to your diet, I'd love to hear how it's worked for you. Drop a comment below and share your experience. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our tips for living well with arthritis. Your joints deserve this kind of care every single day, and small, consistent changes like these anti-inflammatory nuts can truly transform how you feel. Thanks for watching, Take care of your joints, and I'll see you in the next video.